What up, it's your boy Roy Jones Jr. I'm hanging out with my man, Andre Ward. We two Hall of Famers will bring y'all a new show called The Hall of Game.
A show where we discuss boxing, sports, life, and entertainment from our view.
How much better than that can you get?
Me and Roy don't always agree, but one thing you will get is a Hall of Fame worth the game.
I want to welcome in my co-host, Hall of Famer, 9-time world champion, 4-division world champion. See, I don't like getting all them accolades, man, when it comes to Roy Jones, because we just go and go and go and go. This one of the baddest man that ever laced up a pair of gloves. I want to welcome in my co-host for the Hall of Game, Roy Jones Jr.
Thank you, my brother, and you're pretty bad yourself, so it's two of us, you know what I mean? So yeah, but thank you, I appreciate that.
I'm not going to argue with you on that. Man, we coming up. Before we get into this boxing, I'm excited about the show. I'm excited about the guests we're going to have today. Stephen Cool Boy Fulton, one of my brothers in the game. Stephen is a 2-time world champion. He's the current featherweight WBC world champion. That wasn't enough, so he want to go pick a fight with a bigger guy now in Oshaki Foster at 130 pounds, and they're going to be fighting in a co-main event October 25th, a pay-per-view Amazon Prime card, and it's a big fight. It's a great card for boxing fans, and I'm really looking forward to it. But I want to get into just how was your weekend, and I know you're an avid sports fan, and we're gonna start talking more non-boxing takes and non-boxing sports as we keep going. But what did you? How much NFL did you watch this weekend?
I watched quite a bit of it, man, and I was a little bit mad at myself because I didn't tell my son. My son loves to bet football games, right? I seen at a certain point yesterday, almost every home team lost, right? And I knew the Bills were the only undefeated team, but they were playing at home. So I was gonna tell my son, if you want a smart bet, go bet against the Bills because every home team lost today. And when it happens like that, it's just a thing that goes on. You know what I mean? Like at one point yesterday, every team that was losing out of the first 6 games, 4 of the 6 teams only had 3 points at halftime. You know what I mean? It's just certain things when it happen, it just happens that way, you feel me? So I got that feeling right away. I said, man, the Bills gonna lose tonight because they're undefeated. And woke up this morning, that's where that happened.
You from Florida, so why you don't root for no Florida team? You're Jacksonville, Miami. What's going on with that?
Well, for a while, first of all, New Orleans is closer to me than any of my in-state teams are. You understand me? Jacksonville closest is 5 hours away. They're a new franchise. Atlanta is only 4 hours away, so Atlanta and New Orleans are closer to me than any of my home state teams. However, when Derrick Brooks was at Tampa Bay, I did root for Derrick Brooks and Tampa Bay Buccaneers because Derrick is from Pensacola. We went to the same high school together, so we have a very good friendship. We play basketball together. We did a lot of things together. Still go to his golf classics every year, so I always rooted for the Bucks when he was with the Buccaneers. At 12 years old, my godmother turned me to a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. So I was a Steelers fan overall for the most part. My favorite player for the longest time was my favorite 2 players for the longest time before I got to be a Steeler was Danny White and Tony Dorsett. So for a little while I did like the Cowboys. Only reason was because Danny White was the quarterback and he also was the punter. And nobody else had a quarterback that could do anything like that. He was the quarterback and the punter. You understand me? And that's why I love people. I love people that could diversify what they were doing. He was the only guy in the league that was a quarterback that also could do something else. So he was the quarterback and he was the punter. And that was like a brilliant thing to me. Never seen it before and never seen it since.
You got a relationship with, Mike Tomlin in the Steeler organization. You've gone and spoken to the team. I think you got a Steelers helmet in your office somewhere over there. So I think you really
you see it. You see it right there. Yeah, you see it.
How did the situation with Mike Tomlin come about, man? I really respect him. Never met him, but I really respect Mike Tomlin and how he gets down.
Mike Tomlin's a really cool guy. When I used to go to Pittsburgh, California, PA to train. I used to fly into Pittsburgh to go there. And because I was still a Steelers fan, they invited me to come speak to the players a couple of times. And meeting Mike was like so awesome because Mike, we also used to do some pro boxing shows that I promoted up there. And Mike used to always want to come because he's a boxing fan. When I found out he was a boxing fan, it just went together. It's like if you're a boxing fan and I'm one of the GOATs, it's just an automatic match. You know what I mean? So, and the fact that I loved the Steelers at the time. You know what I mean? So I was like really big on it. And he was a really, really good guy, still is. and I still try to talk to him as often as I can. And Mike's going to be a lifetime friend.
Man, I want to meet Mike one time, man. I want to meet him.
Okay.
I really respect what he does and how he goes about his craft.
I can make that happen.
Yeah. So, what I love to study is I like to watch the games. I watch all sports, play multiple sports coming up. But I like to see, I'm a mental guy. Like I love to see, how teams are meshing, how they dealing with media questions, how they flowing, what type of flow they got throughout the season. And I was been very interested in the defending world champions, the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's interesting because they got that. They are the defending world champions and they're winning right now. I believe they're 4-1. But when you look at the media coverage over the last 2 or 3 weeks, you would think that they were 1-4 because the media, they're trying to give A.J. Brown, star receiver, Devontae Smith, Jalen Hurts, they trying to soft serve them, these questions that can cause some issues and some discord because many feel like Jalen Hurts, and he's even said himself, has not really been on point the way he normally is. He's had some errant throws. He's had some things go on this season. I don't know how much you follow what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles, but these are defending champions. Like I said, they're 4-1, but there's still some internal issues that are spilling over into the public forum.
Yeah. Well, the problem with that is that when you're a defending champion, everybody is got you under the microscope. You feel me?
For sure.
So since they're under the microscope, they're trying to find anything they can to pick them apart with. So, and if they can turn them against one another, is even better because their goal now is to create turmoil so that the team can't come back and repeat. And of course, they don't want to see them repeat. You know what I mean? So they try to do anything that they can to try to break it apart. But what I try to tell people is sometimes you got to remember, Jalen Hurts has been nothing but solid since he's been in the league. He's not one of those quarterbacks who suffer from that sophomore slump. So maybe now, after all this time, he's finally relaxed because he finally got him a Super Bowl. He's going through that sophomore slump. Not that he's a sophomore, but we all gonna go through ups and downs. You understand me? So he may be hitting that sophomore slump now because he had to prove to everybody, Alabama, Oklahoma, everybody ever picked him up or got rid of him. He had to prove to everybody that he was a great quarterback. You understand me? So he couldn't let his hair down till he won a Super Bowl. Now that he's won a Super Bowl, he can relax and be normal again. Well, what do most normal good quarterbacks do? They go through a sophomore slump. He couldn't afford to. You understand me? But now I think it's happening to him.
It's always interesting to me how the team deals with that kind of pressure. And, we've been dealing with media since we've been kids. I do think certain media members, they try to stir up mess. Like their job is to antagonize you and try to ask questions and hope that you're not smart enough to pick up on it, hoping that you answer it the wrong way so they can get a headline and they can get clicks in this day and age, clicks and views. But it's interesting because you see A.J. Brown, you see the frustration. He like, what'd you think about the overthrow? When he overthrew you on that play where you could have scored? As a competitor, he wants to say one thing, but he's also a teammate, and this is supposed to be a brother of mine, so I'm not trying to air him out. You got Devontae Smith trying to do the same thing, and Jalen Hurts, who's also a Jordan guy, by the way, right? He's a Jordan guy.
Yep.
He's always been a professional. I love watching him because, to your point, he's never gotten the credit as a splash guy, as a guy that can do everything. But, man, he's always showed up. He's won in big moments, and he's always, overcome the doubt and the skeptics and the criticism and the hater. He's always done that, and he's done that by just working. I remember it was a moment. I think it was when he played for Oklahoma, and the team had just won. He went right back in the weight room that night and got his lift in, got his work in because he felt like he needed to correct some things and just, be better. So I've always respected him, but I see him trying to navigate the questions as well. And this come with the territory. This is why they get paid the big bucks. But it's just always interesting to me with the media. That's why I love platforms like this, because I believe that you can get the answers you want without trying to backdoor an athlete and hope that they're not smart enough to answer the question the right way. I'm a firm believer in what you see is what you get. I've been on both sides. So if I want to ask a question, I'm going to ask the question, but I'm going to ask it in a way as respectfully as I can. And if you tell me no comment, or if you tell me I can't answer that, or if you tell me our next question, I want to respect that because I've been on the other side. And what happens is now guys, they like talking to you. Now guys trust you when they come on your platform, or if their PR team said, hey, Roy and Dre want to get you on Hall of Game, they don't really have to think twice because they know it's not going to be any games played. I don't know why a lot of media members don't take that approach. For a lot of them, they want to take the cheap jab and hopes that they can get that headline. But what you got to realize, if you're a media member, YouTube guy, whoever you are, the fighter, the athlete, they're not going to want to deal with you no more after that.
The problem is, Dre, they doing it for attention and to get clicks. They have never been in the place that we have been. They have never been out there where the whole world was cheering for them. So they trying to get as many likes and as many people to notice and respect them as they can. This is their glamour shot. They got to try to get as much glamour as they can. So if that means throwing you under the bus to get fame, you're going under the bus. It's just that simple. So you have to know which media guys are that way and which ones truly respect their job and do it with dignity. You understand me? There are some guys that do it with dignity. There are other guys that this is their chance to become famous or to get as many people to listen and pay attention to them as possible. And what's the best thing to make people pay attention? Controversy. So if you can kick up controversy, you are the boss when it comes to the media.
Well, I respect the ones that don't take that road. I respect the ones that care more about the actual art of journalism and covering an athlete, a team, a fighter than they do trying to blow up. I respect it. And there's a lot of guys like that. And I think they get sort of lost in the shuffle when we start talking about media members who don't do it right. So whether you're on the boxing side or just the sports side, man, I want to shout out those that do it the right way. And you know who you are. Fans know who you are. The athletes know who you are. So shout out to you on that. Man, I'm looking a little bit different today. I normally try to come in here clean shaven. I like to look nice. I like to look clean shaven. But today, man, you got training camp Dre today. I look a little rough today, Roy. I look a little rough today. You got training camp Dre. When I was in training camp, I wasn't worried about how I was looking. In fact, I wanted that rough look. I wanted to let you know that when you see me, oh, Dre in camp. He attitude a little different, face a little different. He dressed, all he wearing is warm-ups. He ain't wearing nothing nice. I got that look today, Roy. And I remember my 6th pro fight. You fought Tarver for the 3rd time. And I don't know what you had did. I don't know if you had cut off media early in camp or something happened. You wasn't talking to the media. So everybody, this is the week of the fight in Tampa, Florida. Everybody's waiting on Roy to show up to the press conference. I don't know if they thought, I don't know, and it's another thing too. I don't know why people always thought you wasn't going to show up. What did you create in the media when they thought Roy Jones not going to show up to the fight or show up to the, what was that?
I did what the hell I wanted to do when I got ready, and I made sure they all understood and knew that. You understand me? I was the person that people were coming to see. Not him, not nobody else. They were coming to see Roy Jones. So Roy Jones did just what he wanted to do because everybody was on the Roy clock.
Right. So you came in. I remember I had done, I'm on the undercard. It's my 6th profile. I fought a dude named Glenn LaPlante. I think I got a first round knockout that night. But this the press conference a few days before the fight. Everybody just waiting. Where Roy at? Where Roy at? You come in the press conference looking like a man that's been in the woods for like 4 months. You hadn't. I never seen your face look like that. You had all of this and some. And you came up in there. And you said something along the lines of y'all thought I wasn't going to show up. Well, now I'm here. You said 2-3 words. You was out the door. What was you on leading up to that 3rd Tara fight? But just even just in general, like the way you look, your appearance and stuff changed, man. You in a different mindset in training camp.
Yeah, in training camp, it's like you out in the woods being a survivor. You trying to figure out you got to figure out how to survive, how to do this. You're not going to die. You're going to kill. So you got to figure out how to set up and how to make your kill. You feel me? And you don't do that by smelling good, looking good, deodorant, all that. Animals smell all that. You understand me? So you can't be out there trying to smell good and wearing flashy jewelry. You go in the water, the shark going to bite you. You understand me? So it's like you got to keep all that away because if you're going to get something, if you're going to really be a hunter, and you can't come in there looking good and smelling good. You got to come in there like you belong in that environment. And that's what training camp should be about. So when the sparring partners see me, They know it ain't gonna be nothing easy today. Look at me. I don't have a haircut. I'm not shaved. I am not out here playing with y'all. I am out here to hunt. So have your mind right when you come in there, because I'm looking for you.
Yeah, I feel it, Roy. I was in the same boat, so I just figured I would just give y'all an explanation of why I came on here looking the way I'm looking today. I looked in the mirror. I said, should I shave? I said, nah, I ain't gonna shave today. In church, they say, come as you are. I came as I am today. And y'all just gonna have to deal with it. Y'all might see a few little gray hairs in there too, man. It just is what it is. We on the Hall of Game. We talking all things sports, entertainment, and boxing, man. It's gonna be a great show. I'm looking forward to it.
What's up? This is Barack the Boxing Bully, and we got some dynamite lined up for y'all. Jump in on all the action with our partners, DraftKings.
Barack, is this Virgil Ortiz's toughest test to date? A lot of people are saying that Lubin could possibly upset Virgil Ortiz. I mean, there's a lot of stake here. We all saw what Jerome Boots Ennis just did at 154. We know that's the mega fight, even though both guys aren't champions. It's crazy to me, but this is a dangerous fight.
Majimov on paper was supposed to be his toughest test. It was not. But Lubin, I think he's being underestimated by so many people. I think he's come a long way since that loss. He built his way back up. He has momentum coming into this fight. He's explosive. They both hit hard, so this is going to be a crazy match.
You definitely do not want to miss these explosive fights. Check out all the DraftKings has to offer, but use the promo code ATSFights. The crown is yours.
DraftKings has something for every sports fan in the world. Have some fun and check out all that our partner DraftKings has to offer via the app or the website. Join in on all the action.
Download the DraftKings app right now. New customers, use the promo code ATSFights. Level up your fight night experience.
Man, I want to welcome to the Hall of Game, man, one of my brothers in the game, Stephen Cool Boy Fulton. Man, bro, you got a big fight coming up. You're moving up in weight, and you're the co-main event for the PBC card, October 25th, Amazon Prime Video, pay-per-view at the MGM Grand Arena. Brother, how you feeling in camp, and how's the body feeling? How's the mind feeling at this point?
I feel very good, taking things one day at a time, as always.
Yeah, we just got done talking about how I didn't shave today, and you got training camp Dre today. We got training camp Fulton today, and you look like I see you. you in that mode. Before we start off real quick, man. So one of my producers, he was actually at our interview that we did earlier in the year, and he asked me. He said, "Man, are we getting Fulton and Scooter on the show today?" I said that's the same person. He said, "Oh, he got so many names I didn't know." So I'm trying. I said, "Bro, you acting like Unc right now, man." So I'm trying to
Unc for sure.
I'm trying to get him up to speed, and then he trying to figure out too, like where the Cool Boy come in. I said, "Cool Boy is, the neighborhood name. If you know him like that, you know him like that. No, Scooter's the neighborhood name. If you know him like that, the neighborhood." I said, "Cool Boy, that's the boxing name, right?" And then Stephen Fulton is his full name. That's not a hard concept to understand.
Yeah.
Did I get that right?
No, you got it right. Correct.
Man, I want to jump into it, man. You have another big fight. You've been in big fights. You've had big moments, but you kind of like a daredevil to me, because you kind of like be looking for the biggest, baddest opportunities, and you say, "I want that one." So you have a great fight against Figueroa where you bounce back. You let the people know that I'm here. I'm still championship. I'm still championship caliber, right? Your performance, the way you bit down and fought, that went viral. The uniform went viral. It was just a great night for you, and you didn't rest on that though. So you said, "I want to go up another weight class and face O'Shaquie Foster, a champion that has defended his title, a very strong guy, tough, durable."
Did he defend it?
He's defended it, yeah. Yeah, he's defended his title in the past, yeah. Since he's become a two-time world champion, I'm not sure. But the first time around, he definitely defended the title.
I didn't know.
Yeah, it's this a guy that, he's not an easy out. And you wanted to fight him. Tell me how you started to set your sights on him, and why O'Shaquie.
The belt. He got the belt. It's no hard feelings. You know what I'm saying? He got the belt. That's the belt I want. And I'm big for my weight class already, so it's like I want to be comfortable. And he did mention me a couple times in the past.
Okay.
when I was at 122, and I had tweeted something like 130 light, like that division light to me, and he said he felt some type of way about it. But the thing is, you weren't even champion, and you weren't even champion. So it's like that's how long I've been champion for. You weren't even champion. So you feel some type of way. Nobody called your name because you weren't even champion. So I was like, once he said that, then it was like, I want to go to 130, and I know I could fight for the WBC. Let me get that. That's a nice fight. Let me get that.
Well, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Terrence Crawford. Even though you're moving up in weight, tell me if I'm wrong. You still got to lose weight to get to 130. So you're moving up a weight class. You're not moving up in weight necessarily,
Gotcha.
right? You get kind of big in between fights. I ain't trying to expose what you doing in between, but you kind of get stout, my boy. You look different in between fights versus when you fighting. Do I got that right?
No, yeah, correct.
You be enjoying yourself a little bit. Your body like the hydration and
a lot of it.
Yeah, a lot of it.
A lot of it. I love to eat.
Oh, for real? So can you say, at least give me a neighborhood of where you like to live in between fights?
What do you mean by like to live?
Just like your walk around way. Yeah. Just you ain't gotta give me the exact number.
160s.
Okay.
So you a middleweight.
Yeah.
Basically.
You a part-time middleweight and then a full-fledged 126, 130.
Yeah.
See, back to and I like this because he's old school. You understand me? This is one of these old school throwback guys. I love when I see people like him because he understands the whole game of boxing and he wants whatever belt he can grab because the belt symbolizes what? You the man of the weight class. You understand me?
Mm-hmm.
So I love this and the fact that he's willing to come down to wherever he got to come down to. I used to tell people back in the day, my homeboy, the first one ever beat Costa Zoo was Vince Phillips. Vince Phillips was fighting at 140. Vince Phillips used to walk around at 185. This ain't what somebody told me. This is what I saw myself. And every time he would make 140. So I applaud you for being old school. I applaud you for always wanting any belt you can get your hands on too.
That's my era. That's my era. I'm an old head now.
There it is.
I grew up in the right era.
There it is.
Steph, he got some different stuff going on because he from Philly, man. They still got a lot of that in them, even the present day fighters. The Philly thing is probably one of the last cities to me that got that old school, we ain't gonna really change type of vibe, in my opinion.
No, yeah, correct.
Yeah.
We just adjust and adapt.
Yeah. Bro, how's camp been for this fight? Foster is a guy that seems physically strong. He seems to hit hard. I don't think he had a long amateur, background. He seems to be a guy that kind of came in the game through the back door, got it out the mud, but he's a respectable guy. You ain't got to, give me the game plan, but what are some things that you think are going to exploit how he fights and some things you think are going to work in this fight?
I think my defense is going to play a major factor in it. My defense, my IQ, things like that. He's a good fighter. Can't take that. He's a champion, so of course he's a good fighter. But and camp is just, camp is camp. We're executing in every aspect, offensively, defensively, endurance, strength. Like you name it, I got it. These guys like to, say I'm small, I'm little, and it's at third. We'll see come fight time.
Do you take any motivation, anything from Terrence Crawford's performance that he just fought? Does that do anything for you?
Oh no, that was a good fight. And shout out to Terrence Crawford. I didn't really take any motivation from it because like I find my motivation from myself within myself. So it's like I don't look at others' success and things like of that and be like, that just motivated me anymore. A lot of things don't motivate me anymore how I used to. Like as a kid, yeah, that would have motivated me. But now as I took my first loss and watch how I had to come back and watch how everybody turned their back on me, that just made me not pay attention to what other people are doing anymore or what other people are saying. So I found my motivation from within myself at this point.
Man, you lead me to my next question. You start getting some scars in the game. It starts to change you a little bit. And I'm not talking about battle scars from being in the ring. I'm talking about life scars. I'm talking about taking that first loss and seeing people change within your circle from the media. It makes you grow up, and it kind of, that's that love-hate thing with the game. I guess a lot that I love about it. I'm fighting fights. I'm getting a king's ransom for it. It's a blessing. I'm doing things that I envision doing, but then you got this other dark side of the game right here too. Given all of that and given where you are in your career, what is the motivation? I know you talked about the belt, but is there any other things that are motivating Scooter to still go to camp and still fight big fights?
The motivation comes in with me just being me. Like I like that's my motivation when I get to just do what I want. That's my motivation, being able to do what I want, whenever I want, how I want. And that's how I train in my camps. How I want, whenever I want. But I listen to my coaches, but I don't take things too serious anymore. And that's my motivation right there for me. It's all the motivation I need is just, walk in there, get the job done. We've been doing this for years since I was 12. I'm 31. So it's like I've been pro. Yesterday, made 11 years I've been professional. So it's like
you a vet.
Yeah, it's like, you know what I'm saying? You just walk in there, get it done, and leave. And go relax with the family, go play Call of Duty or something. That's my motivation now, like being able to just do what I want.
So you home for this? You in Philly? You normally do camps in Philly?
I'm in Danny's gym right now. That's why it's posted right there.
Mm-hmm.
He's in there training right now.
Do you stay at your house, or do you get like you rent a house or something in camp?
No, I stay at my house.
And you able to do that to distract the kids, wife that don't do nothing for you?
I live every day the same now. I told you a lot. I that loss changed me. It's like I didn't care. Really? It's like when you look at it, like you go away for camps for you miss your kids, you miss your family, and then you still come up short. It'd be like, I can live my everyday. Yeah, I can live my everyday life, and I feel like since I've been doing that, I've been in a happy place, and I've been fighting at a happy pace. Mm-hmm. So it's like none of that can faze me anymore. So it's like I just live my everyday life.
You feel like you're gonna be the bigger fighter coming into the ring that night, or you think he's gonna be bigger than you? You're gonna be the bigger fighter for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the bigger fighter. Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the bigger fighter.
Going in. That's what I figured. And you moving up in weight ain't gonna be the bigger fighter.
I think I'm actually taller than him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him face to face like 2 times. And he's not that tall.
Okay.
And I feel like he see that I'm a big guy. But he says something like I'm just a fat boy. Fat, all that is I'm still bigger than you. Call it what you want. I like being a fat boy. I love my dad bod. I love my dad bod.
So that's how you gonna be moving when you walk away from this thing. They gonna pull up. The champ is here, Stephen Fulton. Hey, I'm getting a round of applause. You gonna be looking like them old heads that be coming in.
I'll be right here like this. I might be eating.
For the press conference, y'all had some good exchanges in terms of like, some back and forth and just, the face off. You can't tell everything from a press conference, but you get a feel of a guy. What was one of your takeaways from him personally that you took from that press conference?
He was in his feelings about being the A side or the B side. I mean, we all done been there probably before. I've been there, so I know how to maneuver around those things now. But I do have the bigger name and the bigger draw, so I understood it from a business point of view. But, if for being as though he's the champion at that weight class and I'm fighting him for his belt, he want to be the A side, which I understand, but it was just frustration. Yeah. And when a fighter is frustrated and they can't control emotions, I like it. So I took that away from it. He was a little frustrated being so on far as the business side. And that is what made him feel like, all right, well, I'm just going to show him. I'm going to show Steven. I'm going to do this and third. But sometimes you just got to be patient. You can't. Don't let them emotions, because them emotions can get you fucked up in the long run. So I took that from it. I feel like I took away from him just want to be like a tough guy, like play a little tough guy role. But me, I don't give that energy. I'm not gonna feed that energy. I'm not feeding your energy with that, because it's not gonna, like, I don't feed tough guy energy unless I'm disrespected. You know what I'm saying? If I feel disrespected, then I don't have no choice but to be like, you know what? It's like 15 bathrooms in this venue. Let's go pick one, and we ain't even gotta do all this back and forth.
Right.
Yeah. So, but
you simplify and get straight to it.
Yeah. I ain't about to do all this back and forth talking. Like, let's just pick one of these rooms. But I feel like he was mainly trying to be like the tough guy. But, it is what it is. I mean, that's probably where he come from. Who knows?
Are you feeling better being able to know, at least mentally at this point? You probably haven't start making your cut yet, your weight cut, but it got to feel good to know I got to cut 4 less than I would have going at 126. People don't realize that every pound feel like life and death when you a fighter trying to make that weight.
What? Listen. I hate
pounds
making
is
weight.
everything.
It is. I hate it, bro. I hate it. But them extra 4, it's gonna be like that little breathing room you get. Like, whew, that little pocket. Whew, you get to breathe in. Yeah.
Yes.
That's gonna be good. Yeah, y'all ain't had to make weight in how many years?
A long time.
Man, 8. I'm happy about it too.
Yeah.
That's why I'm laughing at you. That's why I'm laughing at you, because I can see the real recognize real. I can tell by the way you speaking about it that you serious and understand it. You understand me? People that never done this before, they wouldn't understand. That's why I started laughing so hard, because I do not miss that at all.
Me neither. I wish I could just get in there and just fight.
Attitude, boy. I didn't have an attitude. I had an attitude. Like I was they like, don't talk to Dre. He's making weight. Leave him alone.
Yeah, we all been through that.
Man, I just had that look, and they know, like, leave him alone. Leave him alone. And a lot of times for me, it was less about the food. It was more about the hydration.
Of course it was. That's the main thing.
Man, can I get something to drink? Chew on some ice chips. Come on, bro. Ice chips.
Come on, bro. Chew on some ice.
I'm from the country. I used to tell them I drink a cold glass of mud right now. That's how bad I want some hydration.
No, you know what's crazy though? My last camp, I think I was so hungry and thirsty. I was mainly thirsty though, to the point where I got on Instagram and I just typed in Evian water, and I was just looking at the promotion that they had for the waters. Just looking at how cold it looked against the screen of the phone. I was just sitting there going,
you know it's bad when you go there. It's bad.
Like
you do that, it's bad.
Like I was looking at pictures of food and I was eating my little breakfast and just imagining it was that.
Yeah, you going out through that bed. That's bad. Yeah.
I love food, bro. I can stay away from women, my kids, and all those type of things, but food, that's the hardest in the discipline, is that food.
I'm gonna have to tap in with you next time I'm in Philly, man. You gotta take me somewhere, man, because I've been in Philly.
For sure.
You gotta take me somewhere. We go to Philly next time.
I got you for sure. I actually got a picture with Roy too when I was an amateur.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. I got a picture with you. We was at I forgot the Shepherd Haddington Recreation Center. I think you stopped down there.
Okay.
I forgot who you stopped down there with though. Yeah, I got a picture with you. That was funny.
Right. Yeah, that's all right.
I know you can't reveal what it is, but your last performance against Figueroa, like I said, just the way you got down, the way you fought, people writing you off, that went viral. People saying that Stephen Fulton is back. But the outfit you had on, my boy, what you cooked up with Shoe Surgeon, with the denim shorts and the Timberland boxing shoes. Maybe I'm just getting old, but I seen them and I knew what you did. I knew the sole was a boxing sole, but in my head, I'm like, I hope them things don't weigh him down. They look heavy, but they didn't. They actually were not heavy. I know y'all cooking up something good for this fight.
That's everyone's question.
Come on, man.
I mean,
you can't do what you do your last fight and not think we ain't gonna ask about it.
No, everybody said it, but it's gonna be a nice fit. It's gonna be a nice fit. I promise. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be chill, just organic. Nice and organic. Nothing too deep.
I love the creativity.
Yeah, you have to see. I'm more than, and this is what people don't understand. Like, that slogan, more than an athlete. I'm more than just a boxer. I'm more than just a boxer. So a lot of these guys, they get on these podcasts and they just want to talk boxing. Me is more so. I'm more than just that. So I like to get into fashion. I love to get into food, traveling, things like that. So I take me, Scooter, that's like everyday lifestyle, into the ring with me. How I dress, everything, how I carry myself. That's why I was Cool Boy. I carry myself. I'm so cool when I carry the way I carry myself. But I feel like I let my style do the talking outside the ring. I don't know. I just like to get fly, and I feel like me bringing that swagness into the ring is just organic. It's just me being me. You got to be yourself, and it wasn't even me just trying to be creative. It was just me typically like just being myself. And a lot of these guys don't do that. You know, they try to ride off another man's coattails, things like that. Just be yourself. Because you gotta think about it. You got guys like Tank. He got the knockout power and he get fly. So automatically, people's gonna draw to him and his knockout power. With me, I don't have the knockouts that he have. So I had to be myself. What's that? I was being a dog fighting all undefeated fighters. So once that slowed down, what I do? I got fly on. Brought the swag into the ring. Now I think I'm known for more than just fighting undefeated fighters. I'm known for being one of the flyest in the game.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta be yourself, man. But we're gonna come in the ring with something more fly. It's gonna be nice and organic, chill, not doing too much, but it's just me being me and from Philly.
Well, man, we wouldn't expect it no other way, bro. I appreciate you taking the time. We don't want to hold you, man. Get back to work, get your rest. And man, we looking forward to this card, man. October 25th, brother. It's around the corner.
For sure. Look at my man.
Who that, Danny?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Getting it in. I see it. Yeah.
He said, what's up?
Tell him I said what's up. Tell him Roy and Dre said what's up.
Roy and Ward.
Tell him we're going to have to tap in with him soon. We're going to tap in with him soon.
He got 10 seconds. I'm going to tell him.
All right. That gym life, man. Yeah. I miss it, man. Gym life.
They said they're going to have to tap in with you soon. Andre Ward and Roy Jones.
What's up, brother?
What's up, baby?
How y'all doing? Good to see y'all.
What's up, Pops?
Good to see y'all.
Yes, sir.
They said, what's up, Pops?
I'm good, brother.
He said he good.
Good.
Good to see you, baby. Yeah, I see
you. All right, see y'all, man.
Cool boy. Right, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man.
Right. For sure.
Yeah. Well, that's it for our show today. I want to thank y'all for stopping by to another episode of the Hall of Game with me and my co-host, Roy Jones Jr. We going to keep bringing the heat. We going to keep bringing the conversation, man. I appreciate y'all. Until next time, we out.